examination, whereas in microscopy, because of the processing, it is appearing clear. Okay, we will know more about how to identify whether this clear space is fat or not. Okay, as of now, we just see that these are of various sizes. These smaller ones are microvesicles, and the larger ones are macrovesicles. The same thing, this could be a fatty cyst here. Now, we will talk about how fat can be demonstrated whenever you see a cell with empty looking space. Okay, see, this empty looking space can be of three things. One, it could be a fat, it could be a glycogen, or it could be just plain water. Okay, so how do you demonstrate fat? Fat can be demonstrated in fresh unfixed tissue by a process called frozen section. Okay, because we know that during routine processing in histopathology, the fat gets dissolved. So that is the reason why we have to demonstrate the fat in fresh and unfixed tissue. Okay. Now, what are the special stains for fat and what is the color which is taken by the fat? The first one is Sudan 3, the fat takes yellow color. Sudan 4, the fat takes orange color. Red in oil red O, black in osmic acid, and Sudan black B. This is a oil red O stain done on a unfixed frozen section slides. Okay, all those empty looking vacuoles now is stained with oil red O, and that is an intense red color stain. This is what a special stain can do. Okay, you can easily demonstrate fat. Okay, now consider at this point, if you see that this particular liver tissue has not taken this oil red O, that means to say that this could not be fat. So the left out is two things. One, it could be glycogen or it could be water. Now what do you do? Okay, the fat is ruled out. You're left out with glycogen and water. So you take a PAS stain and stain it. Okay, so the periodic acid Skiff reagent stains glycogen. If there is glycogen, then that particular vacuole will be stained pink in color. If PAS doesn't stain and oil red wood doesn't stain, that means it is no fat, it is no glycogen, so it has to be just a hydropic change. That's all. All this while we were discussing about the fatty change in the liver. Now we need to know that fatty change can also occur in other organs, particularly in the heart. So there is an alteration of yellowish streaks and reddish streaks in the heart. The yellowish streaks are the ones which has this characteristic fatty change. The reddish streaks are the ones which are normal or unaffected myocardium. So the combination of yellowish and reddish streaks results in something called as tigroid or tabby cat appearance. Okay, so the tabby cat appearance, the name is because of this particular cat. This is a tabby cat where you can see alternate dark and light bands. Okay, so the dark band is the reddish streak in the myocardium, whereas the light band is the yellowish streak in the myocardium. The yellowish means fatty change, the reddish means normal or unaffected myocardium. So remember, fatty change in heart is also referred to as tigroid or tabby cat appearance. Now, what are the effects of fatty change? As I told you earlier, fatty change, there can be no effects if it is mild. But if it is severe, it can impair function because of irreversible cell damage. Now let's move on to other lipid accumulations. Okay, it could be cholesterol and cholesterol esters. The most common example which we give in cholesterol accumulation is atherosclerosis. We all know that atherosclerosis is the cholesterol accumulates in the smooth muscles and the macrophages in the intima of the blood vessels, particularly the arteries. In the case of hereditary hyperlipidemia, the cholesterol accumulates in the macrophages, usually under the skin, and these are the ones which form tumor-like structures, and these are known as xanthomas. So, xanthomas are basically the collection of macrophages with accumulated cholesterol. Okay, they are seen in the cases of hereditary hyperlipidemias. So, in conclusion, we just discussed about intracellular accumulations. We talked more about intracellular accumulation of lipids, particularly accumulation of neutral fat, that is known as fatty liver. So we also know that neutral fat is a triester of fatty acids and glycerol. It's basically a triglyceride. And we also talked about accumulation of cholesterol and cholesterol esters. So that completes today's topic. Thank you for watching. You can access PowerPoint presentations at this particular site, that is ilovepathology.com. If you like this video, please hit the like button, do comment, don't forget to subscribe because you will be updated of the videos which I'll be uploading in the coming days. Okay, please do share. Thank you.